For years, Patrick and I have had the goal of creating a live workshop with multiple photographers teaching at the exact same time that shoot completely different genres of photography. We also wanted this event to take place in a location that was so unique that you could bring husbands, wives, grandparents, children, best friends that may not be photographers themselves, but they would still have the time of their lives. And in 2014, we finally created our first ever live workshop event. It was a 5-day workshop in the Bahamas, and it was absolutely incredible.
A lot of people have asked us, why Atlantis? Why not have it at New York or Miami or somewhere in the mountains? And the reality is, I love New York City. There's already a lot of workshops going on up there, but typically what happens is everyone goes to the city, they book the cheapest rooms they can find, and next thing you know, after your class is over with, everyone spreads out, and you never see anyone that you're actually taking the workshop with. But with the Fstoppers workshop, everybody's at one central location. We're all at Atlantis, and I think it's so much more personal because of that.
Sometimes I think of workshops and they're more of a lecture and there are a lot of people in it. These are really master classes or master workshops where you've got an instructor and just a few students. It's very intimate.
Because this event is so relatively small, you really get to know everybody, and I had dinner with everybody who attended. We went gambling together down the water slides, in the pool. I remember one night we took over the nightclub. We went sailing together. And so, although it is about photography, and I had an incredible time learning from the instructors, the most memorable part for me was actually just meeting and getting to hang out with these unique people.
In some workshops that I've done, I've taught all day, and I've gone to my hotel room, and I've gone to bed, and that was about it, and felt kind of lonely at the end of the day, maybe, or something like that. I'm a people person, I like to be around people. With this, there was always something to do. There was always a place to go, and it was really nice.
I mean, I've met people over the last few days from all levels. Some are hobbyists who are doing it, some have been photographers for 20 years. You're still getting a huge range of people, but it's more just being surrounded by people who are all here because they want to learn, they want to excel.
One thing that was really important for us is that you guys have an active voice in these classes. And so each class is about 10 to 15 students max. And what we found is that you actually have the ability to kind of narrate where the class goes.
I think my favorite moment was shooting our castaway on the beach. At the sunset, we had one of our models, Esteban, was basically playing this guy who had been shipwrecked on an island, and we built a raft on the beach and had him like signaling for help. He's got like a big flare in his hand, and we're actually doing a giant composite image where we're shooting him on the water, we're shooting the water line, and we're shooting sharks here in Atlantis as well, and we're going to composite it all into one photograph. It's going to be really epic. And the coolest part of all was that the students actually came up with the concept for the photo shoot, so they really loved it.
Atlantis is an incredible place to have fun, and we definitely chose it for that reason, but I think the real reason why we wanted to do it on an island like Nassau was because of the backdrop for the photography itself. So we have a wedding photographer who's going to be teaching every different type of wedding picture that you're going to take throughout a wedding. You're going to be shooting getting ready pictures in incredible hotel rooms. You're going to be doing pose pictures in a lobby. You're going to be doing engagement pictures out on the beach, and then you're going to be doing bridal portraits in crazy locations that you'd never be able to do if you were just in some normal city. And on the exact same property, we have someone like Mike Kelly who's shooting architectural photography in these $10,000 a night penthouses or these incredible restaurants. If you're interested in fashion and swimwear, there's really no better beaches in the world. I mean, you can be shooting on the crystal clear blue water with the white sand, and then you can just turn right to the side and you're gonna be at the beach cabana, and you're gonna be able to shoot under a palm tree, and then you can just walk a few steps and you're gonna be in the most incredible lobby you've ever seen. And so I love Atlantis because it's so easy to get around, it has so many options for fun, but it also has unlimited options for photographers as well.
People say, well, you can go to Vegas for gambling, you can go to New York City for the food, but this is in just one mega resort. It's got everything, and it's very efficient to just get around, do whatever you want.
One of the things I was so excited about with the last workshop is we had so many genres of photography, and I'm excited to tell you that we have so many genres coming back. We have wedding photography, we have beauty and commercial photography, products, headshots, real estate, swimwear. Really, there's a little bit for everybody, so if you want to take two completely different classes, you're able to do that at this one location.
Well, I came with a bunch of friends. It was just a coincidence that they wanted to come out here for Memorial Day weekend, but I was going to come here regardless of them. I was in. I didn't ask anyone. I saw the lineup of instructors, and I saw what they were going to teach, and I had never seen anything like it before, and so I just had to sign up.
I think the bonus coming here was the fact it was way on a trip, right? So like you're coming to meet a bunch of awesome people like yourselves, meet like all the photographers, listen to all the photographers talk. Plus it's, you know, you're away on vacation and it gives you an opportunity to add to your portfolio too as well.
The one thing that really makes our event so unique from other events like this is that you can bring your family. I know Peter Hurley brought his 2 kids and his wife, and he got to spend quality time with them while he taught. I know my own parents came down, my sister came down, she knows nothing about photography, and we all just had a great time. We were really able to mix pleasure with business, and I think that's the ultimate combination for any workshop.
It sounds really cheesy, but we're sort of bonding and having this experience that's shared. I've already made friends with people on Facebook, we've had conversations, we're already starting to exchange email, so this is, for me, how it should be done. It's a communal environment.
If you've ever been to Atlantis before or a really fancy resort like this, you know that the price for rooms can be really expensive. But I'm happy to say we have an incredible price on rooms. Right now, room prices are about $200 after you add all the taxes and fees in, and that's an incredible price when you consider that in many parts of the year, it's about $500 for the exact same room. Last year, we did have an internet fee and everybody wanted to pay for internet, and that was pretty expensive. It was about $22 a day. I'm happy to say that we've negotiated that away. So now anybody attending the workshop will have completely free internet on all of their devices. Now, obviously, if you come with a friend or family member, you can share a room, but if you're coming by yourself, we can help you team up with another photographer and you can share a room together as well. And your price will be around $99 per night, which is absolutely incredible for a place like this. And of course, that also includes access every single day to the Atlantis Water Park, which is one of the best water parks I've ever been to.
My favorite part has just been meeting everyone from so many different backgrounds and being able to learn just random things from them. And I've noticed that a lot of the teachers will also learn things that they didn't know either. So it's just a big learning experience for everyone. And that's what I came here for.
Last year, we had a large variety of formats for the classes. You had half-day, full-day, and 2-day classes. But because the feedback was so strong with the 2-day classes, this year we're only offering 2-day classes, and I think you guys are really gonna learn a lot more being with these instructors for 2 full days.
Anyone who books at least one class at our workshop is going to have access to our opening night party on Wednesday night. We're gonna be paying for food and drinks for you guys on that evening. And then you're also going to be invited to the Friday forum where you're gonna be able to hear each of the instructors speak for free to the entire group. Our goal for this event and our goal for you is that every single day that you're there, we want you to be having a good time and we want you to have multiple options of things to do. So you're never going to be sitting around saying, oh man, I'm not in a class, what can I do? You're going to be having the time of your life.
It was awesome. First of all, I mean, Peter Hurley is just insanely fun. There might not be a more fun guy on the planet. Former Olympic sailor, took 50 of us out on 2 America's Cup boats.
You know, in my heart, the 2 things that I love the most, besides my wife and kids, is my sailing and my photography. And I got a chance to not only teach here, but sail. I took everybody out on 2 America's Cup boats yesterday, and it was just awesome. Not only give out information and see people get better at photography, but we get to do it in a place where everybody has a blast. And you know, I brought my family, other people are bringing their families. I think it's just really cool.
Obviously, I knew that I was coming out to learn on a kind of conference-based seminar style thing. And I was expecting that. And obviously having my family here, that was awesome, and again, expected. But the one thing I really didn't think I'd get out of this, that I get to take home, is the interaction, kind of the face-to-face time with the instructors at the meals, and just kind of around the resort. We were hanging out kind of on the rapids, going down the water slides in lunch breaks and days off. Before the seminar had even started, we spent a whole day with Lee Morris and Patrick. You know, and they were super fantastic about the whole thing.
And we're cruising around like one day shooting down water slides, and the next day we're in the classroom teaching, and the next day we're on the beach, and it's just amazing.
A huge difference here in this island and other islands I visited. I think the ocean is beautiful, and I love it. I love it.
We know what went really well last year. We know what the students said they love. We know what the students said we should do better. And I can tell you that 2015 is going to be an absolutely incredible event.
Coming down, meeting all you guys and just learning everything is just that. No matter where it was, it would just be the trip of my life.
I think the whole experience was, for me, it was mind-blowing, because being first time overseas and for the first time meeting so many new people from America, and it was a whole new experience for me.
I think after this course is done and once we've gone home, there's going to be contacts that I've made here that, you know, hopefully I'll stay in touch with, and, you know, maybe for my entire career, you know, and I can lean on them, and I really hope they'll keep in touch with me, and I'll help them out in whichever way I can.
If you want to learn more about this event and see all of the instructors that we have lined up for this year, head over to fstoppersworkshops.com. You can sign up for the mailing list, and you can learn everything there is possibly to know about the Fstoppers Workshop 2015.